Hello my dear friends, so welcome back. Welcome to your channel Cooking Astrology. First of all, I would like to thank all of you for subscribing my channel, liking my videos and commenting on my videos. Guys, thanks a lot. So today in this video, let's try to understand planet Rahu placement in the third house of your Vedic astrological birth chart and what are the kind of results that are associated with this placement. Also, I'm going to cover up these three special aspects of the Rahu because Rahu is going to aspecting your 7th house of your marriage, 9th house of your belief system and the 11th house of your incoming gains as well. So what is the overall result this placement is going to provide you? I'm going to explain in this video. First of all, you have to have basic understandings regarding planet Rahu and the third house. Only then you will be able to relate these two things. On one hand, if I talk about regarding planet Rahu in Vedic astrology, Rahu represents the obsessions that are present inside you. And you can easily check these kind of obsessions by looking into the Rahu placement in whichever house and whichever zodiac sign it is posited with, and in which planet is in conjunction with. That is going to clarify you complete picture. Also, Rahu represents all the new technologies that are coming nowadays. Technologies of artificial intelligence, Bitcoin, robotics, engineering and technology, artificial intelligence, machine learning, all such kind of technologies that is governed by Rahu. Even the influence of the foreign culture upon our culture and the influence of our Indian culture on the Western nations. So that kind of influence is always connected with Rahu. Because Rahu represents the curiosity. It represents the curiosity which is present inside you. Tend to explore the world, complete world. Rahu wants to know everything, gain every knowledge from the every aspect of the life. Also Rahu, it is that kind of a planet which shows the cleverness. Cleverness to obtain the chief objective goal or desire in any individual life. And Rahu is always looking for the shortcut methods for obtaining that kind of a thing. Because it is connected with all the materialistic aspect of the life. Money, monetary gains, luxurious lifestyle, all such kind of things are governed by Rahu. Even like especially planet Rahu, it is somewhere responsible for the research field as well. Dealing with occult, mysticism and astrology. These things are also somewhere connected by Rahu, because Rahu is going to give you that kind of a sense of humor, that kind of a better understandings. So it is quite an important planet. And on the other hand, the third house in Vedic astrology, it represents your willpower. It is the house of your courage, how courageous you are, your ability to take some kind of a decisions in your life, your ability to start something of your own, like the entrepreneurs, businessmen. Third house, it is the house of your own willpower, like which efforts you are putting for your own work. So that is the third house. Third house represents your communication as well. It is the house of mass, media, journalism sector. These things are also seen from third house. Even the short distance traveling from one location to some different location. It is the house of your siblings as well. So whenever planet Rahu, it comes in contact with the third house, here Rahu is going to take you towards the extreme end in your life. Because some kind of overconfidence, it is purely seen whenever Rahu is posited in your third house. Secondly, here Rahu placement in the third house represents your willpower and courage. And Rahu don't want to work hard. And here Rahu is always looking for the shortcut methods for obtaining the chief desire and that kind of goals in their life. Because Rahu in the third house, it is going to exaggerate the materialistic aspect of your life. It means the person is more towards the materialistic world as well. And on the other hand, Ketu is pulling you away from the materialistic side towards the spiritual side. And that is why it is quite a bit a complicated placement. Because initially, if you are having this Rahu placement in the third house, you have to suffer a lot. Because here Rahu in the third house, you will not get very easily anything in your life. You have to work hard towards achieving that kind of a thing. Only then you will obtain that kind of a thing. But Rahu is having no understanding. And that is why a lot of failures and mistakes, that thing is purely seen with this Rahu. Because Rahu is somewhere always looking for the shortcut methods. Okay, I don't have to work hard. Maybe I can obtain this thing using this method, this method. So in that way, they are going to create up with a lot of failures in their life. And that is why that kind of a harshness is purely seen with this Rahu placement. Also, the relationship aspect with the siblings, it is also not very, very cordial. At some point in your life, either you or your siblings, they are going to cheat you. because Rahu represents the opposition of ideas. Your thinking pattern or your way of philosophy of life, that is purely different, and especially this your siblings philosophy of life towards life, it is completely different. So that shows the two opposition of ideas, and especially if it is Rahu, if it is in conjunction with any planet, especially with the malefic planets, then the sufferings are going to be more and more deeper. Either you are going to get like lot of materialistic gains in your life, but let me tell you one thing. Here the other aspect of your life, that is the spiritual aspect of the life, that thing is going to suffer a lot, because at some point in your life you must have to realize the importance of planet Ketu as well, because Ketu matures at very later stages of your life, and at that time Rahu have already played whole its role in your life, and that is why these individuals somewhere find it very difficult to maintain the proper balance between the materialistic aspect and the spiritual aspect, and that is their karmic or pending backlog, which you have to suffer in this present life. Although like it is a very good placement, like especially in the 21st century which we are currently living with, cleverness is very important and very necessary to sustain in this present world. So especially if it is posited in the air signs, sign of Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, then it is going to be a marvelous placement, I will tell you, because then the luck is always going to support them as well. And especially Rahu's aspect, fifth aspect on the seventh house of the marriage, it is going to amplify the qualities of your spouse as well. You are going to attract that kind of a spouse in your life who is already having such kind of a name, fame and recognition in her life or his life. So that is why that kind of aspect, it is going to exaggerate that qualities. But let me tell you, the relationship aspect, that thing is not going to be very cordial, because here Rahu, it is some kind of a selfish entity, and its aspect on the seventh house of marriage, so that kind of a selfishness is always seen with other individuals. If they are in a one-on-one relationship with other person, it means there is some kind of a motive behind that thing. Also Rahu's aspect on the ninth house, it is the house of your spirituality. It is the house of your belief system, that higher philosophies, religion. So Rahu and Ketu exist sometimes I will tell you, if seventh house Lord, it is in conjunction with Rahu or especially Ketu, you are going to get some kind of a foreign life partner in your life as well. Because here the chances are more likely you are going to obtain a sudden marriage. It is not going to be a very well planned kind of marriage. It is going to give you very drastic marriage. And that kind of a transformations after marriage, that thing is purely seen. Because ninth house, it is the house of your fortune, that luck factor, how luck is going to favor you. And Ketu, it is the significator of detachment. So always your luck is going to detach you from certain things. Like suppose you are looking for 3 to 4 things in your life. So with this placement, you will only receive the 2 things, and rest 2 things you will not be able to get in your life. That is a karmic backlog. Also here Rahu is aspecting your 11th house of incoming gains as well. And here like the exaggeration towards acquiring more and more gains, that thing is present inside this Rahu. That is why it is considered very good Rahu placement, especially in the 3rd house, 6th house, 10th and 11th house. It is considered as one of the biggest Raj Yugas. But in order to fulfill that Raj Yugas, we must have to check other planetary alignment as well. Because Rahu's aspect on the 11th house of incoming gains, it means by hook or by crook, you are going to receive the incoming gains. And here the multiple sources of income, it is very easy for you to set up that thing in your life as well. Because Rahu is going to bring the support from the professional friend circle as well. Because it is that kind of a energy which is going to explode something. Like in whichever house, it is going to expand or exaggerate the qualities. And the 11th house, it is the house of your network circle as well. So it is going to give you a lot of very big network circle as well. Like you are having that kind of a friend circle, you are having friends from this field, that field, and every other field of the life as well. So that is why it is considered as a very beautiful placement. Because especially like right now we are living in such a century, 21st century. So here the networking, network circles, money and these kind of things, it plays a vital role rather than the other aspects. So that is why this placement is going to be considered as a good placement in Vedic astrology. Also here, if you are having this placement, Rahu in the 3rd house, Please don't be like overconfidence. At some point it is going to kill you. I will tell you this thing, because at some point overconfidence it is going to work. But if Rahu is having a place posited in the third house, overconfidence, it is going to be a like very challenging thing in front of you, because here the sustenance, third house, I told you, it is the house of your subconscious mind as well, and that kind of a instability in the life, that thing is also governed by Rahu. Because with this placement you will not be able to find that kind of a stable ground in your life. Although you are acquiring lot of money, lot of materialistic gains, you are having very good family, like good money as well, so suppose you are having fully satisfied, but still Rahu in the third house, it is not be able to provide you that kind of a platform, that stable platform in your life. Like suppose you are possessing everything, but still from the inside, like that non-satisfaction part. So that thing is connected with this Rahu, and that is why I told you it is very very important. If you are having Rahu placement in the third house, please work towards the ninth house as well, where Ketu is posited. Try to go towards the spiritual aspect as well. Connect with that kind of a ninth house values as well. That is spirituality and religion as well. So that thing is going to help you a lot in order to find the true path as well. Because Rahu in the third house, like they will not be able to determine like whether this path is good for me or that path is good for me, in which direction I have to go or which direction I have to lead. Like they are putting their hard work, but they are putting at some point their hard work into the wrong fields. So that is why you have to determine the whole scenario with this Rahu placement. So that's it guys from my side in this video. I hope you like the analysis. If you have any queries regarding your Rahu placement, do contact me at my mail ID. I will respond you back within 48 hours after receiving your email. If you require any other consultation regarding marriage, timings of getting a job, career consultation, business consultation, any other spiritual consultation as well, do let me know. Till then, please subscribe my channel below and make sure to follow me on Instagram and Facebook as well, where I post a lot of stuff related to Vedic astrology. Till then, take care of yourself. I will meet you very very soon in the next video. Bye bye.